All right, I believe we are live. It's good. It's good to be on the camera. So, hold on, I gotta set something real quick. There we go. Boy, it's been an interesting few weeks, and that's what this video is about. It's really kind of an update about some of the stuff that's happened recently, and so I'll go ahead and jump right into it. We had a vacation a couple of weeks ago. Went to Disney World, and in retrospect, probably not the best idea to take a family vacation to Florida during a COVID surge. But like at the time when we scheduled it, things were like good. We'd been vaccinated. Things were like calm, and we didn't really, So I've been kind of wrestling with that a little bit. You can kind of hear that, but it was fun. But I got to tell you about what I'm going to tell you about actually happened the night before we left. So our flight was at 5 a.m. and so we actually we needed to leave for the airport by 3 a.m. I went to bed probably at like 10 p.m. because I was trying to get out all like all of the last minute packing done and all of that stuff, and finally got all of that done. And so I like crashed, went to bed. Hey Justin, how are you doing? I crashed, went to bed, and around midnight, my oldest son walks in and he's like, "Daddy, you need to get up." And I'm like, "What's going on? Why?" "Well, the toilet overflowed." I'm like, "Just use the plunger, it's fine." He's like, "No, you need to come out. There's a lot of water." And I was like, "Oh no." So I got up and I walked out. As soon as I walked into the hallway, like I could feel the water in the carpet. And I was like, "Oh no, this is bad." So that bathroom is at the end of the hallway. The toilet had clogged, and the flapper that closes off the tank and stops the water from flowing, or lets the water fill up the tank so the floater can. Anyways, that doesn't matter. But the flapper didn't go down, and so the toilet was just continuously running. It overflowed into the bathroom. The bathroom floor was like an inch of water or something, and then it was in the hallway, and it was in the adjacent bedrooms, and it was so bad that like there were parts of the carpet that looked dry, and then when you stepped on them, the water that had soaked into the carpet pad would actually come up through the carpet. Like it just got everywhere. And then we realized that it was also dripping downstairs. So it was dripping down through the subfloor, through the drywall ceiling of the downstairs and onto the floor downstairs. And so like there were a few different places where that was happening. And so the first thing I did, the very first thing I did was cut off the water at the toilet. Obviously, like I gotta stop this thing from running. And then I grabbed my steam cleaner, which like will suck up excess water, and I just ran it. I ran that for probably like 30 minutes, trying to get as much of the water as I could, but there was still so much water in the carpet pad. I was like, I have to rip this up, like. And so this whole time, like it's almost 1 a.m. at this point. We have to leave for the airport in 2 hours. And I'm thinking, do we have to cancel the vacation? Like it's in the walls, it's dripping down to the second floor. How are we going to deal with this if we're all the way in Florida? No, we can't cancel. Like we paid thousands of dollars for this trip. We've been planning this for a long time. I have to do everything I can to prevent water damage, and then like just try to deal with it remotely. And so I spent the next hour and a half pulling up carpet, pulling up the carpet pad, just ripping out as much of that as I could, getting to where the subfloor, like getting to the places where the subfloor was dry, and finally got it all like as I was picking it up, I was just chunking it into the bathtub because I figured, okay, it can drain into the bathtub, and that's fine. So I was like chunking all of this into the bathtub, and the bathtub was completely like it was completely full and overflowing with carpet and carpet pad that I had taken out of those areas. And then I had to carry all of that downstairs and put it out of the house. And then it was about 2:30 in the morning. I was like, okay, got it all done. It's finished. I'm going to go take a shower and do my last little bit of like, I had a few more things that I had to pack up. So our neighbor actually brought us to the airport, and she came over. She was also going to be coming to our house while we were gone to take care of our cats. And so we showed her what had happened. And she happens to have had a lot of experience working with contractors and stuff. And she said, you know what, while you guys are gone, I don't want you to worry about any of this. I can be here. Just, leave me your key. I can be here to talk to the contractors and make sure things run smoothly. And so that was a tremendous help. And I still had some back and forth with her, but for the most part, like I didn't have to deal with the contractors at all, and was able to just focus on our vacation. And Disney World was amazing. It was tons of fun. We got onto, if you know, we got onto this new Star Wars ride called Rise of the Resistance. That's pretty much impossible to get on. And it's one of those things where you pay for access to these parks and these rides, but you still have to join a virtual queue, and it fills up within seconds. And if you miss it, you just don't get to ride that ride. Even though you can ride any other park, but this one ride. So we got on, and it was so cool. It was just so cool. During the vacation, Rachel, my wife, and I started to get some congestion, and about the third or fourth day, I realized that I couldn't smell anything. And I was testing our snack mix. I was testing my deodorant. I got an orange and I opened that up, and it was nothing. Fortunately, I could still taste, but I was getting congestion, and we were trying to go running in the mornings. There's this beautiful, on one of the resorts, there's this beautiful path along one of the lakes that you can run around. And I had to take a break for a few days. Rachel had to take a break for a few days. And Disney was really good about masking protocols and stuff like that. Not great about social distancing, obviously. But during that trip was when we started to see a lot more of the news about the Delta variant of COVID. And so we got home from the trip, and things were not going great with the contractors. There was a lot of miscommunication, a little bit of shady stuff going on, and my neighbor was handling a lot of that and really doing the best she could. But I needed to kind of put the hammer down when I came home and deal with some of that. We went and got some tests and found out that Rachel was positive for COVID, and somehow I was negative, even though we had the same symptoms. So we actually went in and got a lab test done and followed up just to make sure. I still got a negative result. She was positive. One of our children was positive, and then the rest of them, our other 5 boys, were all negative. So on top of the construction stuff, and I wish I'd been able to prepare so I could show you pictures and stuff. But our house right now, when the water remediation team came in, Like they ripped out a bunch of drywall. They took all the tile out of that bathroom. They took out even more carpet. And so there's like practically our whole upstairs has no carpet. And because they were doing work and stuff, they had to get rid of they had to move a lot of the clothes and everything. And so the upstairs bedrooms are practically useless right now. So our kids are downstairs sleeping on the floor, and we are down to one fully functioning bathroom. And so it's a headache. And then, oh, by the way, now two of you need to isolate while the rest of us occupy a different part of the house. So that was complicated. This is just a little thing, but like in the middle of all of this, I get 3 letters from our homeowners association about a couple of missing fence pickets, a shrub that they don't like because it's a little bit overgrown, and some touch-up paint that needs to happen on our trim. And there was a clerical error, and we were billed $230 in fines for those things. And so I had to call and deal with that. And it was just a lot. It was a lot. It's been a lot. So not, the title is maybe a little bit misleading. So the vacation was amazing, but like all around the vacation is all this other kind of like disastrous stuff going on. Leading up to, so the time before our vacation, my younger brother had been in the hospital and was really worried about him. He's doing great now, so he's been out of the hospital for a few weeks now, and he's doing much better. So, and anyways, it was a lot. So that's mostly why I haven't been uploading or streaming or doing any new stuff. Yeah, it's been crazy. And like I didn't want to do this video to like, the lesson from this experience. It's nothing like that. It's just, that's been my reality. And I thought it would be good to share that with you and let you know that I'm still alive, that we're still alive. We're doing good. Justin is saying that we deserve another vacation. I mean, I'll take another vacation. I want to get the house taken care of first, though. Our boys have been troopers. Our neighbors have been amazing. We're just extremely fortunate. In the middle of everything that's been going on, we have also just seen people step up and be helpful and give grace, and so that's been really nice. Today we got a package in the mail, and I almost had completely forgotten about this. But Len, who is the CMO for Podia, the company that I work for, mentioned something to me in Slack about a package that might be coming our way, and then I forgot about it. And it was a box. We just got it today. It was a box of Jenny's ice cream, which is an ice cream that everybody at Podia raves about, and I've actually never tried before. But we love ice cream. And they sent this note just saying, this is after they found out that Rachel had COVID, so wishing Rachel a smooth, speedy recovery and sending hugs to the entire family. So we have a lot we have a lot to be grateful for. So I'm definitely humbled by this experience. There have been a lot of moments where I felt powerless and frustrated, and also a lot of moments where I've just felt a lot of gratitude and seen how powerful and empowering the love and the care of others can be. So anyways, just wanted to share that. I think over the next few weeks, we're still wrestling with insurance and contractors and trying to get the repairs done. So we're not really sure what things are going to look like with our schedule. My mother-in-law's offered to take some of the boys for several days. We're once we're done with our isolation, so that's going to help out, and then we'll just kind of see what happens from there. And then school starts. School starts a week from next Tuesday, so that's somehow I know like that's all going to work out, but I'm just not sure how yet. And we have like on our one of our tables downstairs just like a pile of school supplies that we have to sort and stuff. So anyways, I think I'll do maybe another update or two like this as I'm able to. But I'm taking a break from publishing and like being on a streaming schedule until we're out of crisis mode. And then I'm going to jump back in. So I wanted to give you that update, tell you the story about like all of this stuff. And yeah, that's it. I appreciate you. If you're watching this and you're listening to my story and you're sending me good thoughts and good vibes or whatever, I just appreciate you. So thanks for watching, and we, we'll get through this and it'll be a good story that maybe I can make, like produce an actual video out of at some point. So, all right, well, have a good weekend. Have a good rest of your August if I don't see you before September, and we'll see you